Hi class, we're closing in to the final paper. I'm going to be grading your submissions, and you have until December 12th to get the final paper put together from all of your previous papers, and then you're going to be adding two parts. You're going to be adding one more journal article, and you're going to be adding a literature summary, which summarizes what you've learned from all the articles. Please follow the headings that are in the assignment. Use those words in bold as your heading. If you don't have literature summary, you'll lose 60 points. If you don't bring in another article, then you're going to lose a lot more points. So you need to be sure to do that. Now, the important thing is, in the literature review section, I want it to be clear. I want you to have headings in it, and I want you to only use questions 3, 4, and 5. But you can take the headings out, the subheadings out of those, and just actually have the headings from just say qualitative article, and then put questions 3, 4, and 5 together. You're going to want to make these flow. So if you have them disjointed, or if they didn't make a lot of sense, you're going to need to make sure they flow together and actually sound like a research report. Each section of your paper needs to make sense, be coherent. If I gave you any feedback on the assignment, you need to enter that feedback and fix the paper and put it into this final paper. If you don't fix the paper, then you're not going to make a good grade on your final. It's just as simple as that. So you need to make sure you fix the paper before you insert it into the paper, into the final paper. The format for the final paper, there's a sample paper under the module for course documents and sample papers. You'll find a sample there of the final. That sample isn't necessarily the best example of the writing or the content, but it's an example of the format. It's there for you to learn format and see how format's done and how the final paper should look. There is a rubric on the final paper that you can check and look at just to see how you're going to be graded. Remember that you're still going to want to use APA. APA is very important, so you should pull out your APA manual and make sure you're looking everything up. If you didn't use Crestwell, you need to make sure you're using Crestwell or some other research source to back up what you're saying about those journal articles. And you're going to have one final reference section at the very end where all of your references from all the papers and anything else go. So make sure you have that final reference section and that it's APA correct. That's it. It's been a great quarter. Please fill out your end of semester evaluations. I look forward to your feedback every semester. I love getting good feedback from my students. It's always helpful. I love helpful feedback, I guess is the better way of saying it. Let me know if you have any questions. I will be around and answering your emails for whatever questions you may have. Thank you for a great semester.